Hello, wealthy family, and thank you for coming and sharing some time with me today. Today, I want to talk about some different herbs that you can intake. Of course, they have many different uses, but you can actually smoke these herbs and it'll have various health benefits. It will help you feel certain ways. I know a lot of people may think, duh, marijuana, but there's so much more out there outside of that. So I'm just going to give you a few. Some I have experienced with myself, some I don't. So I'm just going to give you like a backdrop, and then of course, please understand I am not a licensed physician. So before you introduce anything, before you inhale anything, before you put anything in your body, please follow up with your own licensed physician, okay, or medical practitioner or health expert or whatever it is. Okay, so the first herb that you can use, and I have my notebook, so if you see me looking down, that's what it is. The first herb that you can smoke, you can put it in a blunt, you can put it in papers, you can put it in water, whatever the case is, in like a bong or something. The first herb is Mullen, and it's Mullein. Now, Mullen helps your lungs. As a matter of fact, it's used in some places in place of albuterol to open up your lungs. Okay, so Mullen helps productive coughing, which can help expand. It helps your air intake. It's been used to help ease earaches. And it's also been used in cases of the flu, of the swine flu, of whooping cough, stuff like that. It burns smooth and it produces a white smoke, but it has a pleasant aroma. So when you inhale it and it goes down into your lungs, it helps open up those bronchioles. It helps get the air flowing, right? And it's an ancient herb. It's old. It was discovered like a long time ago. All right. The second is Coltsfoot. Coltsfoot. And I'm sorry, I'm not technical yet. I'm gonna learn how to put things down to flash to make the words pop up, so I don't have to keep spelling everything. But Coltsfoot is another herb. It reduces phlegm. It's a blood purifier and a diuretic. Its roots are very alkaline, and I just made a video about why it's important to keep your body alkaline, because your body is a battery, right? So you got to keep that purity, that alkaline purity going. It's yellow. It has a yellow flower. Okay, so you can use all of the plants, but what people mostly smoke is the root or the leaves. But the flower that's with it, it can also be smoked, but people usually steam it or distill it, or they mash it down and make it into an ointment, and you can rub the ointment on your skin, and it can treat like dry skin, it can treat eczema, it can treat rashes, anything like that on your skin. So it's all purpose. I love it. It's called Coltsfoot. Coltsfoot. Your third herb is Mugwort. Now, Mugwort is an awesome plant. It has, I don't want to say psychedelic, because it gives you an airy high, but it's not trippy. It's not like mushrooms or like how marijuana can send you on that trip. Mugwort opens your glands, and it allows you to have a higher connection with the astrals, I guess. So a lot of people use it for dreams. If they want to have better dreams, if they want to have a smoother sleep, Mugwort can definitely be rolled and used also in connection with Mullen, and another herb that I'm going to go over. But Mugwort is also awesome. It if you use a lot of it, it can cause psychoactive, euphoric feelings. So, when people are like, I can see the music, I can see it in the air, that's Mugwort can do that. But that's if you use it in high quantities. I don't want to scare you or deter you from it. It also helps protect from negative energies. So if you feel like you need to like release some of this negativity off of you, whether it's some of the things that's happening in the world around you in your personal space, or even if it's on the outside world, you know, people just being negative. Social media is full of negativity. If you feel you need to clear that air, Mugwort is good for that. And it also enhances your sexual drive. So ladies, if you're looking for your man to do something and you don't want to go Viagra way and he happens to smoke, or even if he doesn't, you can roll him up some Mugwort and hey, go to town. All right, herb number 4, it's white sage. Now, I know a lot of people think of white sage as like a smudging stick. You use it to clear your space, yes, but you can also smoke it. You can inhale it. So white sage, it helps clear your throat, lungs, and it helps relieve congestion. Amazing. For women, if you boil it, if you use or distill it and you use it in a tea and you drink it, it helps with menstruation cramps. So there's a extra little tidbit for you all. But white sage can be smoked and inhaled as well. It also improves your mood. It helps your memory, but it can be harsh. So it's best if you blend it. And I know a lot of people like to blend it with the next herb I'm going to talk about, which is lavender. Now, lavender is amazing. I love lavender. My daughter not so much, but I love lavender. I have it growing in my garden. And you can use lavender for so many different things, but lavender also has a very smooth, calming effect. It is known to also help with your lungs. And of course, you can mix lavender with the white sage to kind of bring down that flavor, that harshness of it. And also you can use it with the mugwort or with Coltsfoot. So if you want to combine different herbs, like make a whole herbal blend, it's okay to combine them, and it still gives it a very nice flavor or texture or scent into the air. Okay, so next is marijuana or cannabis. Now, we all know marijuana, it's had a bad rap, came to a good rap, got a bad rap again, then got another good rap. But marijuana is so beneficial. I know most people know it for the THC properties, which gives you like this high euphoria, but marijuana helps with eating. It can help boost your appetite. It helps suppress moods, where like negative moods, so negative feelings. It also helps open up your creative properties. It allows you to flow, and that's because the cannabinoid that's in it is something that we also produce. Our body, you can naturally find cannabinoids in our body, just like you can naturally find certain products that give you the euphoric high in your body. Our body naturally produces it, but sometimes we have so much stuff going in our body, we don't know how to enhance that or exhibit that. So when people say I'm high on life, I mean, they really can be high on life, right? They have that feeling in them. That's because the receptors that's in our body is being allowed to naturally develop or naturally come out. So the THC in marijuana or cannabis does enhance that feeling, but know that it's not just about, smoking all day, getting high, and being lazy. Like, there's different strains. Unlike these other herbs that I mentioned before, there's different strains of marijuana that can do different things. So that's why you see a lot of these health patients, cancer patients are the majority of them, people who have depression, even people who have fibromyalgia. It really helps with the pain, and it really helps suppress the nausea and things of that nature. Okay, so the next plant I'm going to talk about is CBD, and that'll be my last. So CBD is also found in marijuana, but CBD is also a separate plant, just like how hemp is a separate plant, right? So I know a lot of people be like, they're all the same, but they're not. It's something separate. So CBD also allows you to have calmness, allows you to have relaxation. It can give you a good boost of energy. But again, CBD, you want to be have discretion when and if you use it, because taking in too much quantities, it can cause nausea. It can have, those other side effects. But of course, it is beneficial. You can drink it as a tea. You can make it into ointments. There's so many different things that you can use when you extract the actual properties that make CBD beneficial. Like, that's why you see it all over the market. You see them putting in pens, you see them putting in oils, you see them putting in ointments, you see them making soap out of it, all these type of stuff, right? And then a bonus plant is hemp. I kind of mentioned it, but hemp is beautiful. You can use hemp to make clothes, to make paper. You can smoke out of it, or you can actually smoke it. And what hemp does, it just gives you a very calm type feeling, but it's also good for your bronchioles. And right now, there's a virus that's circulating again, right? And a exaggerated, what's the word I'm looking for? Inflated version of the flu and the cold. Okay, and with flus and colds, those diseases, they attack your lungs naturally. It attacks your breathing. It attacks it causes mucus to build up. So hemp, CBD, Mullen is great for that. It's great for clearing out that mucus. It's great for opening up your bronchioles, and it's great for just giving you a calm relaxation. And a lot of people may be stressed out right now, so they can probably use some relaxation in their life. But those are all the herbs that I have for you today. Like I said, I've experienced some, I've not all, but I do know for certain people who have used all these herbs. I've done my own research, and I recommend that you do your own research. I implore you to do your own research, because doing your own research allows you to form your own opinion, but it now expands your education, and now expands your knowledge. And that is the time that we're living in right now. We're living in a time, the fly's trying to eat my smoothie, sorry. We're living in a time where we need to expand our knowledge and not just take everything at face value, right? So even when you start researching these little things, it opens the door to much bigger things, right? So I hope you found value in this. If you know anyone that could benefit from this information, please share this video. As always, like, and if you haven't already, subscribe and comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, or if you know any other herbs that could be helpful or beneficial that I may have left out. I know there's plenty out there. Feel free to comment below and share the knowledge, right? Each one teach one. I love it. So until next time, Wealthy family, I hope you all go out and be safe, and be alert, and be aware, but most importantly, live in love.